going to give you a quick video to help if you're receiving a free order message when you're expecting somebody to have paid. Let's take a look at this form here for a second. So I made this form where I had a little, a lot, and every time people fill it out, they're getting this, no payment required. This can be frustrating and confusing if you don't really know what's going on underneath the surface. So let's take a look. What is happening here is people will reach out and say, why am I getting free order? Hey, what's going on? This isn't free. It's supposed to, people are supposed to have to pay. And so here I have a testing form. I'm going to choose a lot. I should be expecting to pay $10. However, my users in test mode and live mode are transitioning to free orders. Why is that? What's going on? I'm angry. I need help. This add-on is crappy. Just hang tight and stick with us for a second. There's a very important step that sometimes people miss, especially if you're in a different country or working in a different currency. What's going on behind the scenes here is I'm Canadian and I have this listing in US dollars. And so the dollar sign really doesn't dictate a currency. It is just dollars. It could be Australian dollars, Canadian dollars, US dollars. And if you are in the same, your locale is set up. I'm a Canadian selling in Canadian dollars. The default is that the dollar sign is okay. However, if your merchant country is different from your seller country is different from the currency, or potentially there's multiple currencies available in that region, you will have to dictate exactly which currency you're after. And it's kind of small, but let's see if we can zoom in here. See here, this little sample. This is a very important sample. Your item label dash US dollar sign and then the currency that we would be expecting. You need to copy this format exactly. And so if you've changed your currency or you've changed your country or you've changed your locale, sometimes when you connect a payment provider, we will switch it. Please, what you should do is come back into your Google form, refresh your Google form page. So refresh this page. Um, what you're going to do is click on the add-on. You're going to click Payable Forms, Configure Payment Settings. That will reopen the sidebar. And then you're going to open the Getting Started section if it's not open. So open that and look exactly at this format, okay? US dollars, okay? So we're seeing here US dollars. Sorry, I accidentally clicked the Add Sample Payment section. And so that's another thing that people can do is you can click Add the Sample Payment section and it will give you exact samples. And so you can see here, oh, okay, so basic option should be listed as US dollar 30, US dollar here. So if you're getting free order, really just triple check that your currency amount is matching those samples, okay? The other thing that you can do, so I'm just going to paste that there. I'm going to paste this here. So now we have US dollar amounts here. Let me make this one 20. And I'm going to delete this section, delete section. Okay. And we're going to preview it again. Okay, so we're going to go back a little, a lot. Let's do a little and hit submit. And hopefully our add-on is looking for that US dollar sign as a money amount. And unless we see US dollar, we're not going to pick it up. And then there we go. So that worked well. We now have US dollar 99.99. The other thing to check from time to time if your currency is not getting picked up correctly, is don't put a whole bunch of information after. Like I see some customers who will put all of this information here and then more numbers and dates and things like that. The dollar amount should be the very last thing in your label, okay? Don't put dollar amounts in your titles either. Don't put money up here in the title or dollar signs or money amounts up here. That can also throw off the calculation. So you need to be pretty explicit and clean about how you set up your questions. Don't throw the money amount just randomly inside. We like to do it so it is label dash money amount and no other numbers after the money amount, okay? So just take a look at that. Try your best. People will reach out, and it's tough for me to help debug because I don't know what your locale setting is and how it's set up inside of Google and what they are interpreting your currency as. So sometimes it's not just us. It's Google who's also helping us figure out what the currency symbol is for you. One last thing you can look at, if after all of this, after you've gone payable forms and you've gone configure payment settings and you've looked exactly at this, at that amount there in the getting how it's formatted, and you've copied that, and it's still not working, is potentially to check if we go here, go to payable forms, we have it called your user settings. And so the user settings are set when you go through the first time as your onboarding flow. And what this will do, if you hit get started, you can see how the add-on has assumed I am as a user. So I'm speaking English, I'm in Canada, and my currency is going to be in Canadian dollars. And so a lot of my checkout settings are also based on this. So you might want to take a look at this and potentially change it. If you do change it, it will change your label here. So let's potentially, for example, let's say I am actually in the United States. Let's say US, United States, and I am going to sell in Canadian or US dollars. Okay. This is going to change some things a little bit. And when we look here, you can see now our label has actually saying, oh, okay, if your home country is the United States, you're a seller in the US and you're selling in US dollars, a dollar sign is okay. And remember, there's just dozens of different combinations out there. So the most important thing is to look here at this label because that's going to tell you exactly what we are looking for in the functions that run. So I hope that's helpful. Take a look at that, double check it, and use it to get rid of free order. Sometimes people think that the free order is because it's in test mode. No, that's not true. You should be getting money amounts across, and you should be able to do test transactions even while you're in test mode. So free order, that's how you fix it. It usually means your money amount is not in the right format and we're not able to see it. So try to take a look, and I hope that helps.